Hi guys, I'm Shmi and today is National Day here in the UAE, the 44th annual National Day, and we're out to celebrate with the McLaren Club UAE and a drive with a number of McLaren cars. So today we're expecting around 20 cars to go for a drive, around an hour or so on the motorway towards Ras al Khaimah from here in Dubai, and then we're going to be driving the Jebel Jais mountain road, and that's going to be an awful lot of fun. So the run, or today's drive, has been arranged by the newly set up McLaren Club UAE, which is the first McLaren owners club, I think, in the world. I'm going to be driving in the Aurora Blue McLaren 650S Spider that is up here at the end, which has been generously provided for me to drive today by McLaren UAE. Habtoor Motors, a big thank you to them for this. And of course to Ahmed, my friend, who's helped arrange the entire day today and looks after the McLaren Club UAE. So we're kicking off here from Motor City, outside Cycle Hub in this car park. And these are the cars that have arrived so far. So the Aurora Blue 650S I'll be driving, Tarocco Orange 650S Coupe, the Blue 12C that featured in Fast 7, I showed you in yesterday's video when I was at the dealership picking up the car, and then a McLaren Orange 650S Coupe as well. Two 650S Coupes right here. That's actually pretty rare because most of these cars are ordered as Spiders, of course, due to the not lacking torsional rigidity with the carbon fibre tub. So we're expecting a number of cars to turn up today. We might even get as far as a P1 or a 675 LT. So this is set to be really rather exciting. I'm pretty low on fuel, so fingers crossed I'm going to make it to the first fuel checkpoint. It's always the worry. If not, maybe I'll pop out and do a top up now before we get started. But I'm rather looking forward to this. It's a beautiful day. Sun is out in force, and somewhere in the distance I can hear the noise of a McLaren engine a long time before I can see it, which is always very nice. The twin turbo V8, very distinct sound. There we go. McLaren Orange 12C heading down, so that will be around to park up with us here in a moment. So we'll take a look at the cars arriving as much as I'm able to be around. But the first thing I've got to do actually is put on sun cream, because otherwise I'm going to burn to bits with my pasty wild white Britishness. But this is set to be awesome. I cannot wait. What arrived? The P1. Two P1s then. We've had a briefing and the cars are ready to go. A couple more have arrived. We've got the two P1s side by side to a fair few more 12Cs and 650s. Love the volcano yellow, everybody's gearing up. I've filled up the car, that was the important bit, so I popped off just to get that done. Although I understand we're now all going together to the petrol station, so there'll be more opportunities to do that. Friend there in his 650. But yeah, this is going to be a good day. I think Seb's going to join me, who's filming up over there at the moment. We will probably now film all the cars heading out before we jump in ourselves. To work out what on earth is going on right now, because I'm driving with two P1s right in front of me and the most ridiculous view I've ever seen in my life behind, because we've basically got a pretty empty motorway and it's 6 lanes of McLarens and nothing else. Well, I'm going to go around this one vehicle here right now, but just take a look in front. Like, pinch moment. This is freaking awesome. And then take a look out the rear window if you can see. Can you see that? It's just ridiculous. National Day parade. with the McLaren Club UAE, and I think Seb is having fun as well.
This is insane!
Yeah, that sums it up as well. We're in for a good day today. We're arriving towards our destination. We're in Ras al Khaimah. You can see the mountains in the distance there. It's a bit hazy, but we're going to get there. There are a couple of speed bumps around. It's quite funny when this convoy arrives at a speed bump, because basically we have to come to a complete stop. And actually, check this, check in front of us. This hasn't gone to plan. We're basically on a non-road. Okay then. So there are two P1s in front of us on a bit of a dirt road. It's actually okay. This is fine. This isn't going to do any damage or anything. Just have to make sure we miss any potholes. I'm going to go past this other car and catch up with the convoy actually. Bet he didn't see that coming. And we'll get towards the mountains. I think we might have another group stop before we hit the road. This is quite a spectacular view in front and behind. Just look at this. Look at this. Hilarious. Play it safe. We've reached a stop point. All the cars just pulling in now. Well, needless to say, not a bad view here at all. Just look at all of this. This is so awesome. The sun is absolutely baking though. First time getting out of the car in a while. But yeah, the colours. Just look at the colours. Come on, everybody else around the world buying supercars. Please buy them in bright colours because this is what it's about. This just looks brilliant, especially with the UAE flags on some of the cars too. Absolutely fantastic. What a lot of fun. Little P1 revs there. This is awesome! We're ready to set off for the next stage, and Seb is now going to be the master of my camera because I'm driving the 650S and he's going to go in the McLaren P1. Now I've been lucky enough to even drive a P1 but go in quite a few of them. But Seb has the honours today of the hypercar for the Jebel Jais mountain road. I'm rather jealous about this, actually. He is gonna have some pretty good times, and if he doesn't have fun, well, he needs to be shot. Yeah, hello. Here we go. Hello. We're gonna have some fun.
It is gonna be good fun.
Lots of fun.
Play it safe, play it safe.
Thank you very much. Let's go on an adventure, guys.
Was Jebel Jais from the P1. What an epic drive, and obviously I had a lot of fun in the 650S as well, but you haven't seen that because the camera was with Seb here in the P1. How was it?
That was the most unbelievable. I can die happy now. I'm done. My life is complete. It was good. I'm gonna quit YouTube. I'm gonna quit everything. My life is complete. It was amazing. It was that good.
That sums that one up.
Yeah.
What are we doing, man?
Photos, stuff. We're just, hanging around. We'll be setting off to head back down again in a second. Take it easy on the way down, easier, just because it's quite a slippery road. You've got the sand, you've got the heat, which sort of makes the road literally like in shoes. You can slip along a bit. So yeah, take it steady. But we're having a lot of fun. I think everybody's going to need fuel because that emptied the tanks out big time. But this road, so Jebel Jais versus Jebel Hafid, this road is longer, more turns to it, of course. Very busy today because it's National Day, which didn't go in our favour. But like this was a really good road. There are a couple of other car clubs and just people enjoying National Day atmosphere here today. So yeah, it's good. You can see quite how many people we've brought out to come and check out the McLarens. Especially the P1 here, but yeah, absolutely epic. That's a word I actually haven't used that much recently, but this today, epic, definition, done, set. Towards our lunch stop. I'm just going to let some of the cars come past because right now P1 and wait for it, P1. I love that. And then we have the Volcano Red 12C Spider, which is such a nice colour, although you can't see that because he's got stuck right here. There he comes. Yeah, so we're cruising on towards a lunch stop destination. It was actually kind of middle of the afternoon, but we've had so much fun that nobody really cares. Yeah, this has been a really good day, and I'm very pleased to be out here in the UAE driving in a McLaren to enjoy it with. We are at the hotel, and one of the best bits is right here. We're actually in the shade, which is so nice because it's unbelievably hot. It's 30 degrees. This is the Waldorf I can't even get my words out right now. Waldorf Astoria, Ras al Khaimah, which is obviously a very nice hotel chain. Where we're going to have lunch on the terrace before the cars will split up and make their own way back to Dubai or Abu Dhabi or wherever they are from. But it's been a pretty good day. Got some flags up there and stuff as well. I think we're just queuing up to park up under the front porch. Lunch is over, the sun is setting, the hotel has been beautiful, the terrace house at the back is stunning, but basically everyone is now setting off to head back to their respective homes, whether it's Dubai, Abu Dhabi, wherever they're going. I think we might end up as a result convoying with some of the other cars, but it has been a cool day and this lineup is very nice here too, and so a big thanks of course to McLaren Club UAE and Habtoor Motors, the dealership network out here in the UAE for McLaren, because it's not every day you see two P1s standing next to each other, and you can see that for this large group of tourists that's just arrived, this is photography central. Yeah, they're not used to this, I guess. So we're going to jump back into our 650S that will be returning tomorrow on the way to the airport, head back to Dubai. There seems to have been a slight change of plan. I've had the key taken off me for the 650S, and I've been given another one, told to walk over here and see which car it opens, and I'm gonna guess. Yes, this is gonna be epic. Okay, so legitimately the very kind owner of this car is allowing me to drive it back from here in Ras al Khaimah to Dubai, so about an hour at the wheel. It is of course motorway driving, but this is a McLaren P1. I've driven a P1 once before. The car's actually in race mode here, so I need to remember to put it up out of race mode when we start, and to put the wing back down and raise the suspension so we don't get into trouble. But self-locking, unlock it. This is going to be exciting. Let's take a quick look. And Seb's going to be joining me as well, by the way.
I'm lost for words.
Yeah. This is about to be epic. Okay then, here we are. You can hear the other P1 alongside us there, firing up. Hey.
Hey, Shimmy.
How's it going?
So excited to meet you.
Oh, thank you very much. You got me at a pretty busy time driving the P1.
It's my favorite car. You know, this car was an in-class Motors and I started this car.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, so tonight you're going to London. You're going to London tonight.
No, we're flying home tomorrow, but I'm just trying to work everything out with this. Started it up.
Whoa!
It's good, isn't it?
Sick car.
Press active to cancel. Right, out of race mode. Let me just take this camera for a second so you can see this. Taking it out of race mode.
Bye.
See ya. Here we go then. Back at the wheel of the McLaren P1. It feels so special. This is a good way to end the day. So much turbo noise. Such an awesome sound in here. We're just in the full sort of standard, we've got powertrain in sport and the handling in sport, so we're slightly jazzed up driving modes, but yeah. It's going to be good. I'm going to put it in manual on the paddles. This feels good. The flutters of the turbos. Amazing. Yes, I did. E-mode. I love it. Silent driving. Sorry?
This is brilliant. I've never done E-mode before in the P1. We never did it earlier.
Completely silent. Well, you've got that like UFO kind of electric battery kind of noise, but
So cool.
oh, we're going left here. I suppose I should get in the correct lane if we're going left, really. It's crazy. You can drive like this for about 10 kilometers.
Is there like a top speed you can go to like this?
I'm sure there is, but I couldn't tell you straight off my head what it is. But this is quite spontaneous. I didn't know I was going to be driving this car a moment ago. It's absolutely pitch black, isn't it? Where are the lights in here? There we go, touch button, tiny bit of light. But yeah, we're driving in E-mode now. Up for a speed bump. Put that back down. Now then, now that we're over there, let's take it out of E-mode. Oh. There we go. So you can't be on the accelerator when you take it out of E-mode. New thing I'm learning. For my second time driving the P1. And then what you can do is put it in first gear. Amazing! pulled into a lay-by to swap back around the cars, but what an epic way to end today's drive, the National Day drive with the McLaren Club UAE, driving in the P1. What an experience. My second time driving the P1, and you get to understand it so much more when you get to drive cars a second time, because you don't have that initial sort of hysteria where you're a bit lost and confused and not really aware of what's going on. There's so much turbo noise, there's so much power, putting it in E-mode, fun stuff like that. It's just, well, it's a hypercar. It's the 650S on steroids. It's an interesting comparison with the 675 LT actually, because the noise, it's louder for sure than the LT, but it doesn't have the sort of cracks and bangs of excitement that the LT does. But there is so much sort of instant torque from the electric motors to the front that it is a fantastically exciting car to drive. And of course, you've also just seen the flames, the insane flames from the 12C. The 12C is the McLaren that makes the most, then the 650S, and they sort of started dialing it down a little bit so it wasn't going to cause trouble. But those flames were absolutely bonkers out of that thing. I don't know if the P1 was doing it as well, it might have been. I'm a bit buzzing right now. It's been an unbelievable day. Great way to end that stretch of it with the P1, driving the P1. Fantastic experience for me, so massive thanks to the owner, to everyone involved for setting that up. But now I'm going to jump back in the 650S, try and gather some thoughts and head back to our apartment, because it's been a long day, an amazing day, but a long day. Back in the garage at home, major downside of National Day, the traffic. The whole world seems to have been trying to visit JBR. It has literally been 45 minutes since we joined the traffic jam at the end of the road to get home. 45 minutes of like just lifting the brake, pressing it again, lifting the brake, pressing it again, which is not what these cars are made for, and the range basically says about 10 kilometers. So the car's desperately unhappy with us. And it picked up a lot of grime and dirt today as well, which sucks, but I'll be taking it back tomorrow and handing it back in to the lovely folks at McLaren. But what an intense day, an amazing day. Driving Jebel Jais, driving the P1, driving the 650S, driving with all the McLarens as part of the McLaren Club UAE. So massive thanks to Habtoor Motors, McLaren UAE dealership, for providing me with the 650S to drive today. The P1 owner, of course, for that amazing experience. And taking Seb up the hill earlier as well. I'm looking forward to actually watching that footage, because as of this point I haven't watched it. But we're exhausted. I don't think the rest of the evening is going to go quite how we planned it, because it's hours and hours later. And I have no energy because I didn't sleep that much last night. So I'm going to wrap up there. Thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow we fly back. Don't know if there'll be another Dubai video, but I hope you've enjoyed the coverage, and I'm going to be back here very soon. Got some plans already in the works. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll catch up with you soon. Cheers. And we're in Dubai. I'm here with Seb, Sam and Paul, and we've got a pretty cool adventure ahead. Your eyes do not deceive you. The car's in here.